The old name is a hollow frame. Ember whispers in the long dark. I breathe the wind in the tall grass. Light refracts 1,000 new selves.
Have you ever found yourself stuck in a healing loop with a client? You clear their chakras, sever negative psychic cords, balance organs, and they feel great. But a few days later, they are right back on your table with the exact same physical pain. For a long time, we've been taught this must be a deep, heavy karmic contract. We assume it's a past life vow locked at the microcosmic gate. But recently, I had a massive breakthrough with a client named Lily. She was experiencing severe, periodic stomach and intestinal pain. Every time I doused her, I found her absorbing chaotic emotional baggage of her friends, literally digesting their anxiety and control issues in her own gut. Naturally, I went to look for a deep soul contract. But when I doused the causal body, it read at a mere 10%. There was no vow. There was no ancient karma. What I discovered instead is a massive missing piece in modern energy work. And today I'm going to teach you how to look for it. Here is the missing piece. We need to understand the difference between internal awareness and spatial awareness. When I tested Lily, she had perfect internal awareness. She could track her energy from her head down to her feet. She could ground herself internally, but the moment I checked her spatial awareness, the 3-foot energetic perimeter around her body, her field completely collapsed. She had no external fence, because her spatial boundary was thin and non-existent. The moment a stressed-out friend stepped into her environment, Lily's energy field would short-circuit. To make sense of the room, her empathetic nature would default to acting like a sponge. She would pull their masculine control blocks into her large intestine and their feminine anxiety loops into her small intestine. If your client has a collapsed spatial field, you can cut cords all day long. The moment they walk into a grocery store or talk to a friend, they will drop right back into the sponge mechanism, because they lack the physical and energetic insulation to keep other people's energy out. So how do we fix a collapsed spatial field? We shift our role from a fixer to a teacher. We stop just clearing the mess, and we give them a structure they can hold themselves. Instead of doing more heavy, invasive clearing work, I introduce a specific frequency into her outer field, sunrise energy. Sunrise light carries a vibration of pure, clean slate expansion. It naturally pushes a collapsed aura outward, giving it volume and density. As I programmed this sunrise light into her 3-foot spatial boundary, my own body began to yawn heavily. If you are a healer, you know this symptom. It was a massive, involuntary vagal nerve discharge, venting that old, damp, swallowed friend energy right out of the room. Through dousing, we stabilized her shield strength to 96% and its thickness to 82%. We didn't build a brick wall to isolate her. We built a thick, radiant buffer zone. And the results speak for themselves. Within days, Lily went to 95% deep, pain-free sleep. The ultimate lesson here is simple. A true healer's goal is to teach people how to hold their own space, so they eventually don't need us so much. By teaching Lily how to consciously activate her own sunrise shield, she shifted from a vulnerable victim of her environment to a sovereign creator of her own health. Stop digging for deep, ancient vows when the problem might just be an open door in the outer aura. Try testing your clients for spatial thickness this week. If you want to learn the exact dowsing commands and daily awareness exercises I use to anchor this sunrise shield, leave a comment below, drop a like, and subscribe. Let's keep things simple, one issue at a time. Bless be, and I'll see you in the next session.